Alright, Inquisitors! For once, I get to use my control pad for this game. Yes! Alrighty! Let us begin a new game! Let us install the Inquisition in the well of Dungeon Siege so that we may thrive and be the light and the shining beacon of civilization to the filthy heathens across the land and in the cosmos itself. Now let's start a new game.
We are the 10th Legion, exiles from a dying empire who founded the Kingdom of Ebb. For 400 years, we guided and protected our people. We gave them peace, prosperity, fair judgment. Some say it was the death of the old king that turned the people against us. But it was Jane Cascinder who took up the sword and drove us from our chapter houses to states. I was not there for the final battle, when the last of our legion faced Jane Cascinder beneath the boughs of an ancient, hallowed tree. Nor do I know what power she called upon in that forest to murder my comrades and friends. After that, the forest was changed, twisted and ruined. Only Jane walked out of that place alive. 30 years have passed since the Legion was destroyed, and Ebb has suffered in that time. War rages without end between Jane Cascinder in the east and the royal family in the west. A few sons and daughters of the Legion remain. You are one of their number.
Ooh, alright. Now, let's see here. Who do I want to be? Lucas Montbaron is the son of the former Grand Master of the Legion. Alright, so... Catriana, the illegitimate daughter of Hugh Montbaron. Oh. Well, that's unexpected. But hey, you know, these things happen. Reinhard Mannix is descended from a long line of Legion mages. He has spent most of his life in the Collegium in the city of Stoneridge. Angeli is an Archon, a legend come to life in the old stories. Archons were spirits of fire who served the long-lost creator gods. Ah, okay, so I only have 4 to choose from then. You know what? I'll go with this. Oof. I'll go with normal, as it's been actual years since
I write to you, my young friend, with urgent news. I have always believed that you are special. Ever since I found you as a child at the edge of the forest where the Legion died. If you are truly an Archon, a creature of legend, as you seem to be, then you are a sign of hope to me. And it's no accident that you fell into my care. As the last survivor of the Legion, I've tried my best to keep you safe and to teach you the ways of your kind. But Jane Cascinder still hunts for the sons and daughters of the Legion, and for all those we hold dear. Now I fear that her spies may be getting close. We cannot delay any longer. We still have a chance to join together, rebuild the Legion, and take our country back from Jane Cascinder before it's too late. The sons and daughters of the Legion are gathering in the north, at the old Montbaron estate. I urge you to join us in the Valley of Rukenval, as quickly as you can. Help us restore all that was lost. Your faithful friend, Odo.
That's downloadable content. We don't need to know about that yet. Alright, so why are these bent like that? What the? Oh no! What the hell happened? This man appears to be a descendant of the Legion. He lies dead with a massive sword wound across his chest. There will be inquisitorial purges! You, whoever you are that's done this, you will not survive! We will hunt you! We will kill you! The Inquisition will not stand for our allies being destroyed like this! Alright. Oh. Ah. Alright. I think right now getting the most out of my attack would probably be better.
Seems we have another rat trying to escape the trap.
Who the hell are you calling a rat? I'll have you know, I'm a proud human! Ratlings are useful, or rat folk if you prefer, because some tribes prefer the term rat folk, others prefer the term ratling. It just depends on the tribe, really. Alright. Come on, let's have at you then.
In here.
Ooh.
I was afraid everyone else was dead. Are you all right?
I'm fine. But who are you? Have we met?
No. But Odo's told me stories about you. The warrior maid who fights with a spear. My name is Martin Guiscard, and I'm a friend of Odo's, and a son of the Legion.
I didn't see Odo upstairs. Could he still be alive?
I hope so. If he did get out, maybe some of the others are with him. Damn, they found us again. We can't wait any longer. I've set a trap. 3 kegs of gunpowder on the bridge below. Thought I'd cover my escape if they found me. All we need to do is light the fuses. Come on, to the bridge.
Aye aye. Let us go to the bridge. Oh, there's a...
Go on, light the fuses. 2
Done.
more to light. Hurry. And the
Done.
last.
Done. Now let's get out of here.
the Montbarron estate burned, and with it my dream of a reborn 10th Legion. Or so I thought. I did not know that you and Martin Guiscard had escaped the destruction. As you fled into the night, you bore with you the future of the Legion. Pursued by enemies, fleeing toward an uncertain fate, you made your way across the empty leagues of the Rukenval. Throughout the journey, you were driven by a single hope: that others had survived the devastation, and that they reached the safety of the
I'll
Rukenval
return
chapter
shortly.
house. It was a slender hope, to be sure, but even a small hope can warm a man in the cold dark of night. As long as you drew breath, the 10th Legion yet lived, but your foes pressed close about, hunting you. The fate of the Legion, the fate of Ebb itself, rested with you.
I know this part of the valley. We've come a long way. I think we're close to the old Legion chapter house. If any of our friends are still alive, that's where...
And quickly get back to installing the Inquisition where they should be, in control of everything. But hey, it's not that bad after all. We get the chit-chat to Martin Guiscard here. Now let's see. No, I want to know what the chapter houses are.
The Legion had a chapter house here? In this valley?
They built chapter houses in every part of Ebb, even in remote places like this. They were strongholds where legionnaires would meet, sometimes in fellowship, sometimes for war. You should have seen the Grand Chapter House in Stonebridge, headquarters for the whole Legion. My father took me inside it once.
Tell me about the attack. What do you remember?
Odo sent letters to all the descendants of the Legion. He wanted to gather them here, train them as legionnaires, and take back the country. Most had already arrived when the mercenaries found us. They surrounded the estate. Must have killed the men who were on watch. They smashed through the windows and the doors, slaughtered everyone they could find. Then they set fire to the house.
Those mercenary soldiers. Have you fought them before?
They were Leskanzi, I think. A wandering people, from the desert in the north. I have no idea who sent them here. Leskanzi will fight for anyone who pays them. No, our real enemy hasn't shown himself. Or herself. Not yet.
How many people were in the estate when you were attacked?
Almost 40. All sons and daughters of the Legion. Some of them had fought in the wars, but the rest, they were no match for those soldiers. We can hope that a few survived, but most of them are dead. Our enemies didn't seem interested in prisoners.
Did you see what happened to Odo?
No. I lost sight of him when the fire started. But we agreed to meet at the old chapter house if anything went wrong.
That's enough about the attack for now.
Right. Maybe Odo can tell us more. If he's alive.
Alright, Inquisitors. Let's see where we are.
I've never been here before. Does this valley have a name?
They call it the Rukenval. It's hard country. Not easy to control, even with an army. That's why Odo chose this place. He thought we'd be safe here, while we trained a new legion.
How many people live out here?
Only a few. There's a village, Raven's Rill. Most of the people are hunters and trappers, from all I've heard. Pilgrims and merchants used to come here before the Legion fell. Made the town rich. But that was years ago, when the roads were still safe.
Were the Montbarrons the only Legion family in the valley?
No. The Gundricks had a manor here too. They were an old family, and they were here long before the Montbarrons. Stefan Gundrick didn't stand with the Legion at the end. I never heard what happened to him or his family.
You said this is hard country. Are there any dangers I should know about?
Spiders. They're as large as a man, and they're smart. They'll ambush travelers on the road. And there's worse things in the forest. Have you heard of the Dakenware? The Beast Lords? In other parts of Ebb, they're only stories. Out here, believe me, they're all too real.
Thank you. That's all I need to know about the valley.
Sorry I couldn't tell you more. I've only been here for a few weeks myself.
Let's keep moving. We can talk more later.
You're right. The chapter house isn't far. Follow me.
All right. Well.
If our enemies knew we were at the estate, they may have guessed that we'd make a run for the chapter house. No help for it, though. That's where we agreed to meet. We'll have to stay sharp. They could come for us anywhere, at any time.
All right. Let's quickly check the stream. Okay, things are going well there. I'll quickly send a bit of a hidey-ho on the chat message thingy. Alright, now back to the game.
A military camp. Less Kanzi by the look of it. Can't be a coincidence. Let's look around. We might find out what they're planning.
Our employer has put a bounty in the sum of 500 gold coins on the heads of all legionnaires, dead or alive. In the former case, only confirmed kills will be paid. Good hunting.
So, there's a bounty on our heads. That means they know we're alive. And they're still hunting for us. Another camp. They've hired a whole army. That's one. That's all of them. Let's head back to the chapter house. Looks like trouble up ahead.
Huh? What's this? Oh well. Looks like I'll make some decent coin for this job after all.
You're not taking my head.
Out of the way. We have no business with you.
Spoken like a woman of the 10th Legion. Arrogant and foolhardy. Lucky for me, I found you first. That means I'll get a handsome bonus for your heads.
You murdering scum. You'll have no bonus for my head.
Lively up, boys. It's time to earn some gold.
shot. By that bastard with the gun. If we're lucky, Odo is on the other side of this gate.
You're alive? Both of you? I thought I was the only one left.
Odo, you made it. But where are...
The others? The men and women I've kept safe for 30 years? Dead. All of them.
You don't seem hurt. How did you get out?
I rounded up a few of our people. The only ones who hadn't been killed. Reynald, Hannah, and one of the twins from Drakenberg. Giles, I think. We jumped from the second floor of the house, made a break for the woods.
Tell me the rest.
Some of the mercenaries saw us. They fired their guns. I heard one of the others cry out. Then there were more Lescanzi in front of us. We tried to fight our way through. By the time it was over, the others were dead. All I could do was make my way here.
Do you have any idea who's behind this?
I can think of a few possibilities. Jane Cassinder, for one. As long as we're alive, we're a threat. A symbol of the nation she destroyed. And there's the royal court, or what's left of it. They may still blame the Legion for the old king's death.
That's two possibilities. Any others?
Anyone who stands to profit from civil war and bedlam. That's a long and formidable list.
Who else could have survived? We need to find them.
What about Lucas Montbaron? I didn't see him at the gathering. He wouldn't have known to meet us here, and he might still be alive.
And there's another survivor, too. The half-blood Lescanzi girl. I couldn't convince her to join us before, but things are different now. Might have been one or two others who hadn't arrived yet when we were attacked. Hard to say.
I thought the Montbarons were dead and gone.
All but one. Lucas is the youngest son of the old Grand Master, Hugh Montbaron. He was born just before the Legion's fall. Raised by friends of the Legion, passed from household to household to avoid Jane Cassinder's spies.
What do you know about the Lescanzi woman? You say she has Legion blood, but is she really on our side?
She'll be a delicate problem. I don't expect her to join us. Not yet.
We can't trust her, Odo. She's unpredictable, undisciplined, and...
Doesn't matter. If there's Legion blood in her veins, she's family. I won't forsake her.
If they're alive, I'll find them. Martin, you'd better stay here.
I agree. You're bleeding, Giscard, and you can barely stand up. I'll do what I can for Martin, but he'll be no help to you, not like this. I'm sorry. You'll be on your own until you find the others.
You know this valley better than me. Where could they have gone?
Raven's Rill. It's the only town in the valley. The people here stayed true to the Legion, even when the rest of Ebb turned against us.
I'll head for Raven's Rill, then.
The town is west of here. Cross the bridge and turn right at the crossroads. Try to find Lazar Basili, the town boyar. He's an old friend and he'll help us if he can. And be careful. Those mercenaries are still here in the valley. Keep your eyes sharp and come back safe.
Alrighty. So. Hello, boys. I see a bit of the map branches off over here.
You're with the Legion. Maybe my luck isn't as wretched as I thought.
Is there some service you need from the Legion?
If the Legion is still in the business of helping folk who have been robbed blind, then yes. I was trying to haul some goods south to Stonebridge, but the whole valley's crawling with Laskanzi mercenaries. A whole pack of them set on me up the road and stole my wagon.
I have a score of my own to settle with these mercenaries. I'll get your wagon back.
You may have just saved me from debtor's prison, friend. Don't think I won't repay this kindness. Get my merchandise back, and I'll reward you. And of course, you'll get a discount on anything you might want to buy.
What the hell? Where did you disappear to? Are you hiding over here? Spiders! Right, how did he do that disappearing act? 1 second he was there, the next he's gone. What the heck? Why am I so powerful all of a sudden? Should I be this powerful right now?
Huh. That'll teach those thugs to harass innocent merchants on the road. You have my thanks. And I suppose I can offer you this as well. If you're looking to buy, just step on up to the wagon and have a look. I'll give you a good price.
Okay, wait. Let's actually look at... +5 agility, +3 will. Chaos poison. Alright. I'm collecting a lot of stuff I don't think I'll need. More spiders. Well, that was obviously meant to lead somewhere else, but I think that's too deep to travel. Take a detachment of soldiers south and destroy the bridge that leads to the swamp. Our employer believes that a few legionaries may have survived our attack on the Montbaron estate. She wants to be sure they do not escape the valley. Okay. You might think you have me trapped in here. In the valley, that is. It's the other way around. What the... Okay, the mushroom is apparently floating in the air. That's odd. Well, anyway. Thank you for just blindly walking into my trap. Give me just a moment, people. Yeah, this is proving to be a little more difficult than I had intended. Alright. So, there we go. Alright. Let's see if any of this stuff is actually helpful for me. Plus 4 stamina, minus 3 attack. Why not? In terms of attack, I'm dominating so far. Minus will, plus 3 in attack. Alright, let's maneuver on.
If you're looking to buy, just step on up to the wagon and have a look. I'll give you a good price.
Ah, no more floating mushrooms. Hi! Alright, I am well overpowered here. This is really unfair. I think I've just got very fortunate with all the stuff that had to plus in the attacks, so I've been able to just bam, bam, bam. Okay, now they're proving more of a sponge. Like now it's proving to be much more bang bang. That didn't put me down. I think I spoke too soon. I spoke too soon. Was that a chest? Yeah. Ow, there was only gold in it. At this rate, I am going to end up just breezing my way through the... Oh, hello. At this rate, I will breeze right through everything.
You're a Legionnaire, aren't you? Bad idea coming here.
How dare you tell me where I may and may not go?
Why would you say that? Is there trouble in the village?
The Rill is an occupied town. Not sure how you got this far with all the Lascanzi about.
I dealt with some mercenaries. They were a
Yeah,
nuisance.
I am.
Nothing more.
Won't matter. The Lascanzi have the village surrounded, and they've fortified the upper town. It's a lost cause.
I don't quite think you know me.
Do you know where I can find Lazar Basili?
No, I haven't seen him. Not since the mercenaries got here. Some of the folk in town may know more, but I doubt they'll tell you.
And why is that?
They're scared. The Lascanzi have already killed one of our constables, and now they're asking a lot of questions about Legionnaires. Everyone knows the Legion is finished. It would be foolish to help you.
Are you going to let me pass or not?
I've no orders to stop you. Open the gates!
Is it true? The old estate was burned to the ground?
Yeah. It was burnt to the ground. And I find whoever did it, oh, they're gonna be sorry.
Please, I just want to be left alone. Can't a widow grieve in peace?
How did your husband die?
The mercenary filth marched in and took over the Rill. My husband Vaclav was a constable here in town. Vaclav spoke out against the invaders, and one of the bastards ran him through without a second thought. Murdered him in cold blood. A curse on all Lascanzi.
This murderer needs to be brought to justice. Who was it?
I heard the others cheer his name, Boris, as he... I beg you, Legionnaire, avenge this wrong. Avenge my husband!
I met Boris in the forest. He won't assault anyone again. Ever.
The peace I sought was not for me. With his death avenged, Vaclav's soul will find its way to the river. There exists a debt between us now, Legionnaire. One of blood and kin. What can an old woman do to repay such a debt?
Killing a man is not worthy of reward, even a cur such as Boris. Keep your belongings, Ludmilla.
Wait a minute.
Such nobility in these troubled times? I'll not argue with your choosing, but know this. Ludmilla will always consider you as kin.
I need to know where I can find Lazar Basili.
Ah, Lazar. Haven't seen him since the Lascanzi arrived. He may be dead, but Grigori would know for certain. Those two are thick as thieves.
I must go.
Farewell.
I heard Lascanzi witches use human bones for some of their black magic.
Perhaps the Legion isn't finished after all.
The Legion is not finished. They have the backing.
I'm sorry to hear about the attack on the Mont Baron estate. My father spoke highly of the family.
They have the backing of the Inquisition.
I seen the woman in charge of the Lascanzi up close. Her eyes blaze like a forge at midnight, I tell you.
That's weird.
You're in danger. I can help
Hey.
you, but we must be discreet. Pretend that you know me. We're old friends, yes? Confidants? Sharing secrets about our lovers?
Danger? The town seems quiet.
This town is a trap. An army of Lascanzi mercenaries is hiding in the upper Rill, behind the walls. More of them are in the forest, outside of town. They wait for you, and for your friends. The woman who hired them, she's not taking any chances.
You're a Laskanzi. You'd betray your own people?
I decide who my people are and who they are not. My loyalty does not come at a price.
So the mercenaries were hired by a woman? Do you know who she is?
I won't speak her name, not when she's so close. You might think me foolish, but better foolish and safe than brazen and dead.
You say this town is a trap. What's your role in it?
I am the bait. I was told to watch for Legionnaires and to warn the others if I found you. They would come running from all directions, and you would be caught or killed. But my sister and I have other plans, so the trap won't be sprung. Bad luck for my employer, yes?
I'm listening. Tell me the rest.
Follow the western road out of town. My sister is waiting for you in a cave there. Her name is Leona. You would do well to speak to her.
You said I'd do well to speak with her. Why?
You are looking for your comrades, yes? Men and women of Legion blood. If any of them survive the attack, they are prisoners now. My sister will know where to find them.
I'll need better directions to this cave.
Follow the western road and look for a trail heading north into the woods. It will lead you to the cave.
Very well. I'll find your sister and see what she has to say.
We shouldn't be seen together. I'll take a different path and meet you later if I can.
Good day to you, friend. Come to peruse Petru's fabulous shop of wonderment and mystery? You shan't regret it, I vow.
How are you able to do business here with Laskanzi controlling the town?
How am I? Why, by selling to the Laskanzi, of course. They're the best customers I've had in ages. Normally, I earn my coin selling in bulk to Florin the merchant. But these mercenaries are quite content to buy directly from my shop.
Don't you consider selling to these mercenaries a betrayal of your own people?
A betrayal? No, I don't consider it a betrayal. Well, maybe a half of one. My mother was Laskanzi, you see, and my father was a real man. And since I'm willing to sell to you, or to any of the townsfolk who want to fight back, I think of it more as honoring both my parents.
What exactly are you selling here?
Magic, of course, madam. The finest sorceries a lady can buy, distilled into talismans, amulets, and gewgaws of all description. Admittedly, my stock is a bit low, just at the moment, but what I have is of the finest quality.
Are you sure about that? I mean...
Let me see your wares.
Of course, madam, of course. Step right up and have a look at the stall.
Alright. Let's quickly check in on the thing. Alright. Nothing has changed there, so we jump back to the game and continue on.
I heard that everyone in the Legion was killed, yet here you stand. Perhaps you can help me. When the Laskanzi took the town, one of their leaders stole something of great importance. I'd like the Legion to get it back.
What did the Laskanzi take from you?
A small golden statue of Azurnai. It's been in my family for generations. It's the most valuable thing I own. Or owned, as it were. A Leskanzi sergeant burst into my home and just took my statue from its shrine. Then he threatened to kill my wife, if I said so much as a word.
I'll find your property if I can. Do you know the name of the thief?
They called him Ottokar, I think. He camps with the rest of the mercenary scum in the forest to the west.
Mercenary scum, eh? It's amazing how fast people pick up slurs and just label others with it.
News of your deeds spread quickly throughout the town. Perhaps the Legion is not as feeble as the Leskanzi would have us believe. I know you've been asking about Lazar. Turns out he had some correspondence with a rather elusive Legionnaire, someone called Odo.
Yeah.
That did not sit well with the woman who hired the Leskanzi. She locked poor Lazar in one of the holding cells beneath the town hall.
I'm fine. Oh, so whoever locked him up. Here's a beating on the way for you, whoever you are. Nobody locks up friends of the Legion. That's just not done.
The town hall? And where is that?
It is in the upper part of town, but you'll not be able to reach it. The Leskanzi have fortified the upper town, and they are letting no one inside.
Give me about 10 minutes. I'll kick the door down.
How do you know about this alleged correspondence with the Legion?
I wrote most of the letters myself. I have been Lazar's clerk for almost 20 years now.
Oh, okay, so...
The Legion doesn't abandon its allies. Lazar will have his freedom.
If you truly mean to save Lazar, I am at your service. What would you have me do?
I am just destroying the enemy so far, you know?
Carry a message to Odo in the old Legion chapter house. Tell him what's happened to Lazar.
If it will aid my friend, I shall do as you ask. You'd best be off before any Leskanzi brigands spot us conspiring against them.
Alright. Yakob.
Have a care with all that boot stomping. You'll scare the fish.
If the fish aren't biting here, why not find another spot?
I don't need to find another spot. I know the best fishing hole in the valley. Problem is, I just can't fish there no more. Something nasty took up residence in my favorite pond.
I know.
Last time I tried to drop a line there, it nearly killed me.
I'm a Legionnaire. Is there anything I can do to help?
Not sure why you'd want to tangle with that thing, but if you can put it down, I'd be happy as a fly in the outhouse. Of course, I need proof it was dead. One of its teeth should do the trick.
Where can I find this creature?
Head east out of town and look for a pond to the south. That's where you'll find the beast. Here, take some of my secret bait with you. When you find the pond, toss it in the water. The smell seemed to draw it out last time.
Alright. I remember the days when you had to remember to save or you'd lose all your progress. Abby, look at you. Hold on. Stop shooting at me. Alright, let's see here, what's here? Helmet of Rage, eh? Alright, there should be a save point somewhere near here, and then we shall call it for the night, Inquisitors.
Oh good, you've come. I was beginning to fear my sister was too late, and you were killed or taken by the others.
I'm alive and still free. Do you know of any others who escaped?
You weren't the only one who escaped the slaughter at the estate, but the others were soon recaptured or slain.
The Lascanzi took prisoners? Where are they being held?
In this very cave. At least one is still alive, maybe more. I offer you this. A key that will open the prisoners' cages. If you hurry, they might still be saved.
I need to know more about you before I agree to this. How can I trust you?
I have not lured you into a trap. Is that not evidence of my good intent?
Technically, yes.
Insist. My name is Leona, and I have goals that are not shared by my kinsman. Is that sufficient? Or shall we dicker about as the flames grow hot?
I'd rather bicker about as the flames go hot.
What are the Lascanzi planning to do with the prisoners?
They'll be held here until the witches have prepared their rituals. Then they will be questioned.
They'll be tortured for information, you mean?
Perhaps that is how your people question their captives. We Lascanzi are more direct. The witches will prepare a sacred fire, into which the captives will be thrown. At the moment of death, their souls will be snared by magic.
I won't allow that to happen.
Then perhaps you should accept my offer, instead of standing about asking questions,
What kind of opposition can I expect?
Doubtless you have faced Lascanzi mercenaries already. More await you below. But you've made it this far. They should prove little challenge. The witches may give you more pause. Their spells are deadly, and they have power over the dead. Be wary, but moreover, be quick.
Very well. I'll accept your gift. And if it turns out to be genuine, you'll have my thanks.
I am pleased to see I was right about you. Go now. It would be better if I were elsewhere. Perhaps we'll speak again, after this affair is finished.
Perhaps, but for now... Alright, with that, Inquisitors, as I have always said before, we are the guiding light in the darkness of the cosmos. It is our divine duty to spread the Inquisition as far and wide as we possibly can. Now, let us do so, and we shall bring the heathens into the light, to civilize them, to ensure that they too see the error of their ways, so that they may be brought into a proper form of attention and respectability. Now,